EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Hey, we go, Mike, 20, Mike, go.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Swift's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to throw. Price. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Evans. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yep. 57 to Mike. 65, 65.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Double dog, that's the way. Watch 30.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Out of time, guys. Out of time.
Ring alert. Ring alert.
Let's get off the field.
To throw on second down. Elam. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on now, let's go.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got room. And all the way down to the 9.
Let's go, baby.
A huge play there for Houston.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking to throw. Elam. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Let's go now. 17 look.
Let's go, defense.
On the give is Nwangu. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kene Nwangu. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check that. Streak.
From the gun, here's Swift. Fights off the defender, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Check, check, street, street.
Tighten up, tighten up.
To throw is Price. Throwing on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Elam. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back. Go, Rig. Go. Check 49. Check go.
Back to throw. Price. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check Bobcat.
Price on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Price. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
You get nothing.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check. Undercrunch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Watch 36 to Mike. Here we go.
Check smash.
Watch the ship. Hey, where you go?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Check smash.
Watch 36 to Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Looking to throw. Elam. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the... And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
Your trip is here, baby.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Back to throw. Price.
Safety's creeping.
Here's Freiermuth again. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight left.
They'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Thomas. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run now for Nwangu. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Mike 57. Set the tone, defense. Set the...
Looking to throw. Elam. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Hey, smash. Shoot, shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Elam. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Okereke. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Elam. He's going to air one out. Touchdown. It's complete. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Price. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Price. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This is caught by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Swift is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Thomas. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Check curls, check curls, check.
Back to throw. Elam. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Houston.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Off play action. Price. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Keep playing hard.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Swift. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Off the play fake. Elam. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Hey, pick your game up. Watch 36. 36 the mic. I'm coming.
18, Pioneer.
I'm coming.
Hey, check that. Street.
Twist.
Riggs.
On me.
Looking to throw. Elam steps away. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Price to throw on 2nd. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
That's how we do, D.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Watch 36. 36 the mic.
First play's a run with Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Check. Fresno. Fresno. Kill.
Price now. Off play action. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Silver.
7 Pirate. Mike 36.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Elam. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to